Hello and welcome to Challenge Solutions. My name is Caitlyn, and in this video I'll be reviewing the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses. So before we get into things, I'm just gonna give a quick disclaimer that I will probably refer to these glasses as either the Meta Bands or the Meta glasses, because Meta Ray-Ban is just a little bit of a mouthful to say over and over again. And personally, I think Meta Bands was a missed branding opportunity on their part. So if you hear me using different names, know that I am always referring to the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses. And that is what you will search if you would like to purchase a pair for yourself. So for starters, in case you've been living under a rock and missed the fact that these glasses have taken the blind community by storm, I'm just going to give a quick overview of what these are, so feel free to skip ahead if you just want my review of them. They are smart glasses that have a camera and microphone, and they were originally designed for content creators. So these are completely mainstream glasses, and they were made for people who want a hands-free, like, point of view camera for photos and videography to put on like Instagram and TikTok and social media things. However, aside from that, they also have Meta AI built in. So think of Meta AI like Meta's version of Siri or Alexa. I have one in earshot, so I can't say the name. Or, you know, any other virtual assistant that you could think of, except it is better because it's harnessing the power of AI, and you can ask it to interpret pictures that you've taken, and they're even introducing a live AI mode where it can interpret video. So it's a pretty useful virtual assistant that is built into the glasses, especially for, you know, quick reading jobs and things like that. So I will hold my glasses up for any of you that have a little bit of remaining vision. This is the glasses case. So it is a pretty small wedge-shaped, kind of fake leathery feeling glasses case. I think it looks a lot like a standard Ray-Ban case, and it has a magnetic flap that opens up to reveal the glasses. On the bottom of the case, there is a USB-C port for charging. So the glasses slot into the case and charge, much like your AirPods would. You get several hours of charge on the glasses, and then I believe a full day's charge in the case itself. And then on the back side of the case, right above the USB-C port, there is a button that is used for pairing the glasses and, you know, sort of different connection things like that. When you get them, the app will walk you through when to push that button and what to do with it. And then somewhere on this case, I'm too blind to see it, but there is an LED light that indicates the battery charge, which is not the most accessible thing in the world, but you can see the glasses charge in the MetaView app on your phone. So you do have access to that battery information, and you can ask your glasses what the battery percentage is. So now I will open the case and take out the glasses. So they kind of slot in a really specific way and magnetically attach inside the case. So these are my glasses. I will put them on. And as soon as you put the glasses on, they will automatically connect to your phone and operate sort of like a Bluetooth headset. There are several different styles of these glasses. These are the Wayfarer style, and they are the smallest size. They are huge on me. So the one con for really all of these styles is that the glasses are really big. So they are going to be heavy, and they probably won't fit everyone's style. And these, even though they're the smallest size, are sort of sliding down my nose. I don't feel like they're going to come flying off of my face, but they don't fit my face particularly well. I do have to keep pushing them up, but I also have a head strap that goes between the earpieces and will hold them on better. So pretty big con. They are kind of huge, but even though they are really big, they still look pretty normal. Like, these glasses, I'm told, look a lot like Ray-Bans, and oversized glasses are kind of the style right now anyway, so a lot of people have told me that these do not look terribly out of place, and they blend in a lot better than, say, the Envision glasses with like the clunky Google Glass look to them and that huge swipe bar on the side. Again, these are the Wayfarer glasses, and they are a squared off shape. A lot of people say that this style is the closest you'll come to like a universally flattering sunglass shape, and it is kind of a generic Ray-Ban shape, so it's, you know, pretty easily recognizable as Ray-Ban glasses, but it is that sort of standard like squarish sunglasses shape that a lot of people do wear. And if you do not want sunglasses, you can get different lenses. So like this is like the generic sunglasses shape, but my lenses are clear to gray transition lenses. So they are clear inside, and then when UV light hits them, they transition to a light gray color. And I did that so I could wear them inside and not be, you know, that one person wearing sunglasses inside. So that is an option if you want to. You can also get blue-violet filter lenses that look completely clear, or you can get, you know, polarized lenses or various colors of sunglass lenses. A lot of the sunglass lenses are pretty light, so if you do have some remaining vision, you might still be able to see through them. Macy, who you've seen on the channel in the past, has the cinnamon pink lenses, and she is still able to see through them reasonably well with her remaining vision. And there are also different styles. So Macy has the Skylar frames, and they are a more cat eye shape, so they angle in at the top, and she's able to see around them. And then there are the headliner frames, which are about the size of the Wayfarers that I'm wearing, but they are round instead of square. So if you can, I highly recommend trying on the different frames and lens options before you make your purchasing decision, because they all fit pretty differently, and it could be drastically different depending on your level of vision. I actually bought the headliner frames online during the Black Friday sale, and they got here and were even more massive than these on me, and because they were rounded, I looked like an owl and decided that that was not the vibe I was shooting for, so I have exchanged them and replaced them with the Wayfarer glasses, which look quite a bit better on me than the headliners did and fit a little bit better too. So definitely try them on if you have an option. Sunglass Hut has them in stock, and so does Target most of the time. So now we'll talk about kind of the overall layout and, you know, design of the glasses. So up at the top corners we have some LED indicators and the cameras. I believe this is a 12 megapixel camera, so it is quite a bit better than the Envision glasses camera. I have not had near as many issues with this camera as I have Envision in terms of needing to have like the absolute most perfect lighting in order for it to function and that kind of thing. And then there is an LED light on the glasses to let other people know when you're recording or taking a picture for privacy reasons. So know that you're not going to be able to use these discreetly. People are going to know that you are recording if you start recording or taking a picture in public. It's not a super obtrusive light. It's just like a blinking white light that comes on when you're recording, but it is visually obvious, especially if someone is looking directly at you. But in terms of how visible the camera is in general, I've actually had several people not realize that these were smart glasses until I told them. So unless someone's just really looking at your glasses, they are not necessarily going to immediately notice that you have a camera on your face. And then for the audio, so on the insides of the earpieces, which also another thing that I really like about the design is these look like normal sunglasses earpieces. They're just a little bit thicker than your average like sunglass earpiece, in contrast to the Envision glasses with their huge swipe bar. These earpieces both have speakers on the inside of them, so when you put them on, the speakers sit right in front of your ears and do open ear audio, and it is stereo audio. A big problem that I had with Envision was that I was only getting audio on my right side, and this is a much nicer sound because it's coming through both sides, and the speakers actually sound shockingly good for what these glasses are. They work like a Bluetooth headset with your phone when you put them on, so I can hear voiceover through these, and I can also communicate with Meta AI and hear like music and audiobooks, and basically anything that you could do with a Bluetooth headset you can do with these glasses, but you also have Meta AI. So you can also take phone calls and, you know, that kind of thing with these as well. On the top ledge of the right earpiece, there is a tiny little button, and if you press that once, it'll take a picture and you'll hear a camera shutter sound in your ear, and if you double click it, it will start a video and it will record for up to 3 minutes. And you can also use these glasses for video calls with Ira, Be My Eyes, or even like friends and family through WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger. So if you ever need to get a video feed going for a call using these glasses, you will double tap this button and the camera feed should switch. Theoretically, I think the camera feed is supposed to automatically go if you like launch an Ira call or a WhatsApp call through the glasses, but sometimes it doesn't, so know that usually the fix for the camera issues is double clicking that button if you need to get video started from your glasses. And then sort of the last component of the design, the right earpiece is a swipe bar. So if you swipe forward, you'll adjust the volume up. If you swipe back, the volume will go down. If you tap, you will play pause. Double tap will skip forward in a track, and I believe triple tap will skip backwards in a track if you were listening to music or Audible or anything like that. And then you can also double tap to answer and end phone calls or video calls or anything of that nature. So with all that being said, let's talk about Meta AI and how it applies to us as blind and visually impaired individuals. So AI is the new thing in the blind community right now, and it has absolutely revolutionized my life personally, especially Be My AI and Ira's Access AI and that kind of thing. I'm gonna give you guys the caveat that Meta AI is not as good as those other options, in my opinion. You will be able to do everything that Meta AI does and then some using your phone and various other AI applications, and they'll probably do a little bit better job because the camera on your phone is better than these, even though this is a pretty good camera, and the AI models are just better suited to handle what we would need as blind people on things like Be My AI than Meta AI is. So the really important thing to remember here is this is a mainstream product. It was not designed for us. It just happens to be very useful for us. This wasn't designed for people who need help reading, you know, the exact text of things or, you know, anything of that nature. It was designed as a personal assistant for people who can already see and, you know, read signs and things like that. So the big con for a lot of people is you really can't get Meta AI to read exact text because it doesn't have full optical character recognition opportunities. So like the Envision glasses have the document reader mode, and Seeing AI has a document scanner and that kind of thing. You're not going to get that with these glasses. I've gotten it to do close to exact text by saying read me the exact text or read it verbatim, but generally speaking, this is a quick and dirty solution. It's not going to be like your be all and end all solution for reading all text or identifying all things all the time. But it does do a very good job in those like quick and dirty situations where you just need to know what something is, or, you know, quickly summarize text and that kind of thing. So something that I really love these for is putting away groceries, because, you know, in the past I would have to hold my phone up and scan each thing individually. Now I can just hold things up in front of my face and ask what they are. So I will quickly demonstrate the identification features. I'm going to hold up a box and say, hey Meta, look and tell me what I'm holding. And I don't know if it picked up in the microphone, but it told me that I'm holding a box of Magic Spoon cereal bars, peanut butter chocolate flavor, and that is correct. That is what this is. So it wouldn't necessarily read me the entire information on the box, but it did tell me what it was. And a lot of times you can also ask follow-up questions if you needed to know, say, the amount of protein in those bars. You could say, HEY Meta, how much protein is in this, and it would look at the picture again and tell you that information. And it may take several pictures, but a lot of times you can ask follow-up questions and take additional pictures to get the information that you need at the end of the day. As with any AI, it is important to understand that this is not anywhere near perfect, and you shouldn't trust it with anything that is absolutely crucial. For instance, I wouldn't trust this for, reading and identifying medication bottles. It actually will refuse to read things like that a lot of the time. Or, anything that is really sensitive or absolutely necessary that it be 100% accurate and correct. The problem that AI has is it will hallucinate really badly. So when you use AI, it will save what you are asking and what pictures it's taken and add it to its learning model, and it has a tendency to sort of recycle that information for other people and not necessarily have correct information a lot of the time. And I've noticed that Meta is kind of particularly bad about this. It's really bad at telling you which side something is on, or describing certain patterns and that kind of thing. And it also really struggles to identify things that are in packages. Like if I had held up an individual Magic Spoon cereal bar instead of the entire box, it would have probably told me that it was a packaged food item or something of that nature, but not been able to identify it completely. And if you hold up several different flavors of ramen packets, it will not necessarily get the flavor right all the time. So it has a big problem with packaged things that are not, super clearly labeled sometimes. And a lot of the times it has blatantly lied to me about what flavor things are in situations like that. So it is important to understand that this is not anywhere near perfect, and it will blatantly lie to you and make it sound super convincing. Just make sure that you're using common sense. Don't use it for anything that's life or death. And if you really care that much, you should verify it with other sources, or use other skills at your disposal to make sure that it is correct. But if you have a general idea of what things should be and you're just trying to quickly separate cans, it's really good at cans, I've noticed, like canned foods and soups and things, then this is a super useful tool to have in your toolbox. And I would say that more often than not, it is correct, or at least somewhat in the ballpark of the correct answer when I ask it to identify things or read things. So the hallucinations are not that terribly large of a problem. It just is important that you don't trust this thing with anything that is super crucial to your well-being or safety or anything like that. But that goes for all apps and AI and technology in general. Okay, so I've taken off my glasses so that I can talk without accidentally activating Meta AI for this next part. Let's talk about the really big selling point for these, which is hands-free video calling. So Be My Eyes is built directly into the glasses. So anytime if you're wearing your glasses, you can say, "Hey Meta, be my eyes," and it will call a Be My Eyes volunteer, and they will be able to see through your glasses camera, and you will hear them through your glasses, and they will hear you through your glasses microphone. So it is a completely hands-free experience. Your phone does have to be in Wi-Fi Bluetooth range for the glasses to be connected, but you don't have to hold your phone. It can be all done through your glasses camera at that point. As I mentioned briefly earlier, you can also video call your friends and family using your glasses. They do not work with FaceTime at this time, but you can use them with either Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp to video call your own contacts. And I actually have tested this out, and I'm told that the camera feed for that is actually shockingly good. It's very stable, and it's not mirrored like a lot of things are when you video call someone. So they aren't looking at, say, words backwards if you're asking them to read something. And the really cool thing is you can wear your glasses and look in a mirror with them, and the person on the other end of the video call will be able to see you in the mirror to tell you if your hair looks okay or your makeup needs a touch up, or anything of that nature that maybe you don't want to use a Be My Eyes volunteer for, but you have a trusted person that you would like to contact. And along the lines of video calls, Ira also works through the glasses, which is the part that I'm super excited about. This is going to absolutely revolutionize my independent travel experience. Unfortunately, the process of setting up an Ira call through the glasses is a little clunky right now, so you can't say, "Hey Meta, call Ira" yet like you can with Be My Eyes. You do have to open the Ira app, click click customize call and select Meta Ray-Bans, and then the Aira agent will send you a link to a WhatsApp call, and you'll hop on a WhatsApp video call with the Aira agent, who can then see through your glasses camera like your friends and family could. So it's not the most ideal process in the world, but it is actually way quicker and less frustrating than you would think it would be when you actually do it. It doesn't actually take up that much time, and it does work very smoothly. I was really surprised by how streamlined that process of connecting the WhatsApp call was. You will have to double click your glasses capture button to get the video call going, but once you get it going, it's a really good experience. At first, Aira agents were not able to see a GPS signal once you switched to using your glasses, so they would get the GPS signal from your phone at your starting point, but then when you switched to the glasses, they would stop getting GPS feedback, and if you needed them to see where you were, you would have to kind of toggle back and forth. I have not tested this, but I am told that that is fixed, that Aira has found a workaround, and they can pull GPS data from your phone while you're using your glasses for video. So that is super exciting. However, one major caveat, that will drain your battery like nothing else. So you are going to need to carry a power bank or 3 for your phone if you plan on utilizing that for very long at a time. And in general, I would say that having the glasses connected does drain your battery quite a bit faster than, say, a typical Bluetooth headset or your AirPods or bone conduction headphones would. So just know that if you are like traveling with these and you're using them heavily, I would carry an extra power bank or 2 more than you think you're already going to need. I think most of us have a battery bank that kind of lives in our everyday bag anyway, but maybe just add an extra one just for peace of mind in case it does absolutely drain your battery. I do think it's important to note that the camera feed is not as wide as the camera feed on your phone. So a lot of times, like, Aira agents will use the wide angle lens if they are helping you with navigation especially. And the framing on the Meta Bands is a lot smaller than that. They get a much narrower field of view. And also the camera is offset to one side, so I've had a hard time like centering the frame and understanding exactly what is in camera view, but the quality is actually really good. A lot of people are likening the image quality to an iPhone 11, so it's not quite today's iPhone 16 Pro standard, but it is very good image quality, more than enough for, you know, reading basic text and navigating and identifying, you know, colors and things of that nature. So very good image quality. This is absolutely the best hands-free camera solution that we have seen yet for things like Aira and Be My Eyes video calls. All of that being said, I'm gonna do a quick comparison between these and the Envision glasses, because those are sort of the 2 main smart glasses options for the blind and visually impaired right now. And if you want to see my in-depth review of the Envision glasses, there is a video on this channel covering that, and I will also link it in the description below. In that video, my main gripe with the Envision glasses was the camera quality. They have an 8 megapixel camera, and it honestly is so bad that it does not work unless you are in absolutely 100% perfect lighting conditions with like excellent contrast and that kind of thing. So that is an automatic point in the Meta Band's favor. They will outdo the Envision glasses in camera quality in literally every situation. So even though they are not capable of doing a lot of the assistive tech things that the Envision glasses do, like reading exact text or identifying faces of people and that kind of thing, the camera quality is so much better in every other regard. It makes everything else so much better. I personally would not even consider buying the Envision glasses in 2025. I think Meta is going to eventually work with a lot of assistive tech companies and allow them to maybe build some of those features that the glasses are missing. And I think when that day comes, the Envision glasses are going to go away, because these look so much better and the camera quality is so much better, and even the audio quality is so much nicer than the Envision glasses. And the Meta glasses voice is much nicer to listen to. They have a pretty good selection of different AI voices, and they all sound really good, and and the sound quality is just a lot more clear than the Envision glasses. And it's a lot easier to hear and understand the Meta bands without having the volume so high that it is broadcasting to everyone around you. I'm really not sure how Meta did it, but it is possible to hear your Meta glasses very clearly. Like, I can comfortably listen to an audiobook on them, and unless someone is just absolutely in my bubble, they are not going to know that there's any sound coming out of my glasses. Whereas with Envision, most of the time everyone around you is going to know that you are listening to something through your smart glasses. And in general, the Meta glasses look a lot more normal than Envision, and they are going to pass as, you know, semi-acceptable glasses, where the Envision glasses are obviously something different. They are obviously built on Google Glass hardware, and they stand out in a crowd a lot more than the Meta bands do, in my opinion. Also, a major pro for the Meta bands is the battery and charging. Honestly, I have barely been able to use my Envision glasses because they will die in their case. They do not have good battery life to begin with, but I can charge them, put them in their case, and a day later I'll pull them out and they will be dead. And I thought this was maybe a defect with my glasses, but a lot of people are reporting this problem, and I have yet to have that problem with the Meta glasses. There are going to be some scenarios where Meta AI can't do everything, and you will have to pull out your phone, but it is a super useful hands-free tool as it is, and it's only going to get better. And for the video calling and the excellent image quality and that kind of thing, I think they are well worth the money. And to make it even more appealing, the Meta bands are only about $300 if you start with one of the base models. Mine were a little bit more because I did a custom frame color and transition lenses, but that is a fraction of the price of Envision glasses and, you know, any other assistive tech that's designed specifically for us. And the Meta bands do most of what the Envision glasses do, quite a bit better given the increase in camera and audio quality. So with all that being said, my guide dog is coming to tell me it is her dinner time, so I'm going to wrap this up. If you guys have the Meta bands or the Envision glasses or both, feel free to share your experiences and opinions about them in the comments below. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop those in the comments as well, or send us an email via the contact form that will be linked in the description. If you have any questions or suggestions for future content, drop those in the comments too, or send us an email through that contact form. And if you want to see more content from us, you can subscribe to our blog, podcast, and YouTube channel. Please give this video a thumbs up so the algorithm continues to know we exist and